Hey guys, and welcome back to Foundations Friday. This week we're talking all about brushes. Last week I talked all about choosing your paint, so this week I figured I'd talk about choosing your brushes depending on what paints you're using and things like that, and the types of brushes I like to use for my effects and body painting work. You can use traditional makeup brushes for effects and body painting work, but I don't like to because the paints I'm using in effects and body painting work are usually harsher on the brushes and end up staining them, so I don't want to stain my nice makeup brushes. So when doing effects and body painting work, I will usually just be using paint brushes. I like paint brushes too because a lot of times they are made finer than makeup brushes, so you can get better details in. And sets of paintbrushes at craft stores can run anywhere from like $5 to $10 for the cheap ones that I use. You don't want to even buy the expensive paintbrushes when you're buying these because these paints can be so harsh, especially if you're doing effects work and using alcohol paints. Then that eventually can distort and wear down the bristles. Last week I talked about a material called Pax paint, which is what you use a lot of times to paint prosthetics. It's a mixture of prosthetic adhesive and acrylic paint. When I'm painting with Pax paint, I don't like to use brushes because it is a pain in the butt to get out of brushes. It's possible, but it's something that you'd probably rather not do, so I will use sponges and Q-tips when I'm painting with Pax paint, and especially the Q-tips that come to a point. They're a little more tapered. Those ones are so great when painting with Pax paint to get in any sort of crevices on your prosthetic. Also, when some people are applying prosthetics, they choose to use brushes to apply their adhesive, but once again, some of the prosthetic adhesives can be really difficult to get out of brushes and can end up ruining your brushes, so I usually either use a sponge or a Q-tip for that as well. Another tool you can use when doing effects and body painting work is an airbrush. I'm not going to go too much into this airbrush. I'm just going to tell you that I have a Pache dual action airbrush, and it is a siphon feed. Dual action means you press down for air and pull back for paint. It doesn't all happen when you pull back. There are some airbrushes that you get air and paint all when you just pull back, but this you have to press and pull. And siphon feed means the cup is on the bottom. There are some airbrushes where the cup is built into the top, and those are called gravity feed. I prefer siphon feed because it's easier to change colors. That's just a little bit about airbrushes. I don't want to get too in-depth because airbrushes are obviously the most expensive route to go if you're looking for body painting and effects tools, but they are another option. I hope you guys enjoyed this Foundations Friday, and maybe you learned a little bit about brushes and choosing brushes. All of my social media links will be listed in the description if you'd like to check out more of my work. If there's something you'd like to see for a Tutorial Tuesday, Foundations Friday, or if you have any general questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to let me know in the comments. Also, I wanted to let you guys know that next week I most likely will not be posting a Foundations Friday because I am going out of town for my sister's college graduation, but I do have a really exciting potential kind of Foundations Friday series that I want to do once she's back home. I know you guys have been requesting more prosthetic videos and things like that, and I want to give that to you. So I'm going to be doing a long series. It would probably end up being maybe around 6 to 10 videos. Just every Friday there'd be another part to it, and it would be the start to finish process of making a prosthetic. Starting with life casting, then moving into sculpting a prosthetic, then into molding and casting, and then finishing up with application. When I originally made this switch on my channel to adding Foundations Fridays videos, I knew at some point I 100% wanted to put a proper life cast demo on my channel. Not necessarily a crazy in-depth tutorial, but just walking you through how to properly life cast, going over that because there are so many dangerous life casting videos on YouTube, and there's way more improper videos on live casting than proper videos on live casting. So I wanted to put it out into the world how to properly live cast someone, and all about mold making and things like that. So I want to make that a pretty long kind of series within Foundations Friday. I think that'd be kind of interesting to do, so let me know what you guys think about that down below. It's something that I'm pretty excited about. I also wanted to thank you guys for the tremendous amount of support I've received on my NYX Face Awards entry. It is so exciting for me that you guys liked that look so much and received it so well and were so nice about it. Even if I don't make it into the top 30, which who knows if I will because I'm such a small channel, but even if I don't, like, I'm still so proud of that makeup, and I will just try out again next year. Just entering it pushed me to think outside the box and be creative, and I think that's something that all artists need to do from time to time. You really just need to push yourself and do something different. So I really wanted to say thank you guys for all the support I've been getting for that makeup in particular. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.